Shula Reinharz, or Shulamit Reinharz, and I'm the director of the Women's Studies Research Center here at Brandeis University. And our motto is that this is the place where art, activism, and research converge around gender issues. And one of the nice things about that is that we're unique. And so people who are interested in this idea come to see what's going on here. And frequently they like it, and they decide they want to stay. Or they want to offer us something lovely. And this is what happened with Diana Suskind, who came here and said, I have a project that I think would fit right in to what you're doing here, and it's called Stonework Play. Now, I have a reputation, probably a lot of reputations, but one of them is to say yes. My middle name is Yes. I have a plaque that says Shulamit Yes Reinharz. It's true. And so I said yes. Why don't you come and show us your work? And so that's why we are gathered here today. Diana is a very generous person. Not only is she doing this for us, but she brought tulips, which she's put in various places around the building. She has brought food, and she has brought all sorts of things for us to work with. But in addition to that, when I told her I have a 5-year-old granddaughter, she showed me a book that she thought my granddaughter would like, and arranged for it to arrive. It arrived yesterday, and the author not only signed it, but illustrated it a little bit with some beautiful things. So you're a very generous person, Diana, and that's a very good trait, because everything you give will come back to you. Thank you for coming.
That was very nice. I would like everyone to know how much I appreciate you being here. And it's more important that who's here, and you represent so many people in the long run. You can do this anywhere you want. I really believe in Stonework Play. It's something so special. It has reached so many people, and we've been, Peter, I'd like you to meet, we've been doing Stonework Play, and he's been making the videos and films very many places.
The Protestant chaplain here. And I call this peace expansive. So peace begins in a circle, but not as you might expect. The circle is not contractive, but expansive. Peace emanates from a strong center and then moves out in ever concentric circles, widening the circle, but always maintaining the groundedness of the center.
So mine is kind of odd. I'm going to name it A Circle of Life. And I wrote prolifically when the gentleman was playing. It just seemed to add to the spirituality of the whole thing. But I want you to notice that my my rocks start with this one rock. That is a seed. So from the planting of a seed of personal desire, a seed planted in fertile ground, watered by passion, excitement, with much care and determination, the flower emerges by the strength of the magnetism of the sun and the gifts of God. The flower unfolded with the gifts of a heart. My heart's displaced. The heart is to be used to use its life for good. A brain, that's a brain, to aid in solving the many problems of being a different kind of flower. And then a voice to help others hear and understand. And that's the sun over there, if you can imagine.
Wow.
So I'm kind of in pain right now, like physical pain, nothing considerable, but just, a nuisance. I was going to make like a piece about, the pain and like almost transition, kind of transfer it to stones or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it somehow turned into like a thought process about my work. So maybe the pain and work are related. I don't know. Let's not go there. And then it became something else, really. So, like everyone else was kind of saying, this is a very versatile and also a very almost transitionary, medium or materials to work with. And it's, I think it's fantastic. And more power to Stonework Play.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Both hands.
I wrote mine like a story. Once upon a time, way out in the outer reaches of space, a bright, beautiful star collided with a big, massive meteorite made out of solid rock. The resulting collision created a being which landed on Earth. It held mysteries of the universe in its mind and had a body capable of morphing and doing whatever it needed to do. It was unique, both in origin and being. It flowed naturally from one job to another. It was strong and graceful and beautiful. It could help others, it could protect, it could create. It did what needed doing. It still wanders Earth, searching for another like it, but the stars have yet to collide in just the same way. Very similar to all the different kinds of mothers in the world. So happy Mother's Day.
Oh, that was nice.
Beautiful. This is a depiction of where I am right now. As I face the unknown of retirement. There are 35 relatively large rocks at what I call the bottom, representing 35 years that I have been a professor at Brandeis. They are the foundation on which I stand. I am the connector, that's me, between the solidity of the past and my future, which is moving in a different direction, up. It begins with a phase that looks a little bit like my past, but then transforms into something else until the stones are small and translucent until I die. It's beautiful.
And?
It's sort of funny. I moved the stones around a lot. I didn't know what I was doing, and then this idea came to mind, and I did it. But once the idea was there, it was not so exciting anymore, because I just had to fill in the blanks, do you know what I mean? And what became exciting again was the writing of the story, in which I tried to articulate what I felt.
And since you did yours, we have something special for you right here. And Lois would like to do it for you. She's a cantor in Revere, and she's going to do a special song.
Could someone please take this for us so I can see it and enjoy it later on?
It's Debbie Friedman. May you be blessed as you go on your way. May you be guided in peace. May you be blessed with health and joy. May this blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen. May you be sheltered by the wings of peace. May you be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be your blessing. Amen. Join me. Amen. Amen. May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen.
This is my way of showing appreciation. Yes, thank you.
That was spontaneous, wasn't it? Perfect to do it right then, if you do that.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Okay,
Okay.
so this eye,
First, you want to introduce yourself?
oh, my name's Sean Cannon.
And he's in the flyer.
This eye, it represents pronoia to me.
I
And
love pronoia, and I don't know anyone who has ever used that word.
it's a Greek word. It goes back to the dynasties. It's a way of giving land back. I don't know a lot about the exact definition way back then, but it was a way of returning something that was taken or misused, or is what I could glean out of it from way back then. But more recently, it was used to describe, it's been defined as the antidote for paranoia. It's been defined as the principle that, the universe or multiverse is there to give you everything that you need exactly when you need it. And I've been kind of thinking about this for a long time. And it's what I realize is that I've been dealing with an energy all my life since I was a little kid that I didn't really know what it was. It's an energy that puts goosebumps on your skin when you hear someone like that sing in beautiful voice like that. And the energy that you saw when I went and pointed it out, it is still there. So it puts your hairs on end, and that is an energy that we can't measure. I mean, MIT might be working on it somewhere, but who knows what they're doing over there. But if we can measure that and we do figure out what it is, I'd like to call it pronoia, and I think that's generally kind of the viewpoint. And this is the eye that I think is an objective, I view as like an objective third eye. And it kind of, I picked the black rocks because, well, it's an objective eye. It's kind of looking over the earth, and it's weeping both tears of joy and of sadness because of its looking down at its beauty and its majesty, and then it sees all that we're doing to it, that good and bad. And the black tears, I chose the black small rocks to make the tears because it symbolizes one of the natural resources that we're using for bad things, which is oil. And in wars and fighting and greed, and it's a natural resource that we should probably figure something out better to do with. And it shows that, that's it. And then you want about the style, like what I felt when I was doing it. Just, I came in and I wanted to pick all smaller rocks for the eye in the same color, light rocks. And then black for the tears because I wanted to do the contrast, and the eye in the middle, the black, I picked that rock specifically for I knew it was going to be the pupil, and then each eyelash there was a pointy rock. So I picked a bunch of pointy rocks, but I ran out of them on the last two on the left in time, so that's it.
And her daughter was my baby, one of my first babies, and she's here.
What do you mean by one of your first babies?
I taught ride course at Fitchburg State College, and
You've got
now I'm the
infants and
godmother.
toddlers.
Yeah,
And I've never done Stonework play.
this is the first time.
That's my
I'm so excited.
admission. So finally I did. Mine was really stream of consciousness. I just picked the rocks that called to me, and then I just put them out. And it was much easier to put them out than to draw them. Once I realized I had to draw them, that kind of slowed me down a bit. But so mine's called Natural Beauty because I just arranged the stones to please my sense of aesthetics. I was taken with, now if I can read it without my glasses, I was taken with the beauty of the rocks themselves. They know where they wanted to be. Easily they arranged in abstract form, colors and hues congregating, small piling up along the body of the large. I returned to the last stones. I returned for last stones to finish. I was brought back immediately to the time I spent in the woods as a child. Alone, I felt fluid with nature. Beauty allowed me in. I often collected some to work and play.
Okay, anything you'd like to see now that you did it, how you did it?
Just keeps impressing me how everyone has a totally different take and they're all beautiful in their own right, and it's just amazing. I believe.
Musical artist. So I drew a treble clef facing this way with a couple of notes next to it. Believe me, I had a hard time remembering exactly how to do it. And I drew it to represent my love for music since I was a young girl. And I grew up playing the piano and listening to music, but it wasn't until my mid-30s that I discovered my singing voice. And that changed my life profoundly. A wise rabbi, Ben Zion Gold of blessed memory at Harvard Hillel, suggested I become a cantor, and I've never looked back.
Represent the circle of life, and well, I didn't do the greatest job here. This is the center, so I tried to make it unbroken. In fact, I'm thinking of a line, I don't know what song it is, will the circle be unbroken by and by? Anyway, you know, when you form a circle, there's a lot of unity, a lot of warmth, and a purpose, I'd say, of if you will, of making a better world. So, in Hebrew, let's see where, if anyone here reads Hebrew, I apologize in advance, but this is Chai in Hebrew. Anyway, that's the letter Chai, which means life. So I tried to make this symbolic of a universal circle, and perhaps at the center is shalom or peace. And I really believe this, that when we do things like this, which is very spiritual and also fun, I think you're really changing the world. I think you're making it a better world. I think you're fighting the injustices of hate and negativity and changing it. So, Diana, thank you for this.
Thank you.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by?
That's
by
it.
And by.
That's it. Yeah.
There's a hearse coming for the mom in the beginning of the song.
That's it. Yeah.
Can we not clap?
You want to clap for everybody?
There is writing